Today, I'm going to be showing you how to optimize your PC, your Windows for gaming. And I'm going to do this in the quickest way possible. So by the end of this video, in, I don't know how long the video is going to be, 8 minutes, you will increase your FPS, lower your input delay, and possibly even lower your ping. So let's get straight into this. If it helps, drop a like, subscribe, all the good stuff. It helps more than you could think. Starting off, I just want to first clarify that you should create a system restore point. Now, a lot of people say this. It sounds scary, system restore. You know, it's not. It's really not. If you just search up system restore, click this right here, system restore point. I recommend you create one of these. All you have to do at the bottom right here, it says create a restore point. Just press create, name it, whatever. And because PCs are very temperamental, everyone's system hardware is different. If something goes wrong, you can go back in here, click system restore, and load back to the previous version or like the previous state of your PC. But hopefully you won't have to do that. Just make sure you follow the video very closely. And with that, the first thing you want to do is just type in settings. We're going to go down to system. This may look a little bit different on Windows 10. I think I said at the start of the intro, this is for Windows 11 only. There will be some Windows 11 specific things in this, but it works for pretty much all versions of Windows. Although I recommend if you can, you do go to Windows 11. It's generally better for performance. But in here, you're going to go to the display. First thing first, while you're here, make sure HDR is turned off. Make sure your scaling is set to 100%. I have a custom scaling mode, so you can click into this and make sure this right here is 100. You're going to go back, scroll all the way down. Ideally, make sure your display resolution is set to whatever it is like recommended here. The native resolution, most of you will be 1920 by 1080. This is better for performance when gaming. And go to advanced display, display adapter properties, go over to monitor and make sure your refresh rate is on the max refresh rate. Clicking back into system here, go down to notifications, skip sound, turn this off, literally just turn it off. You do not need it. It is very, very, very annoying and it takes up performance, especially when these notifications are constantly pinging. Going back, go to storage. If you have it right here, click into storage sense and turn that on. There also will be these cleanup recommendations here that are actually really beneficial. You can go in here and it will tell you what you should get rid of. Just select them and clean them up. You probably don't need them. And if you do, don't do it. Now that is pretty much everything here for system. If you go to Bluetooth and devices and we click devices, ideally just turn off Bluetooth. You probably don't use it. And if you use it, just disable anything that shouldn't be in here. Like you 100% know you don't need it in here. In the same tab of Bluetooth and devices, scroll down to mouse, copy these values here, mouse pointer speed 10, line scrolls at a time 3. This is ideal, it's subjective, but these are the best for like performance, in-game, like actual gameplay. Go to additional mouse settings, go over to pointer options, make sure this is on the 6th notch, I believe that is, or like basically in the middle. And where it says enhanced pointer precision, turn that off. Very, very important. This will increase your aim straight away. Then just press apply, press OK. Now go into network and internet. The only reason I bring you here is to make sure that you are on an Ethernet cable. If it does not say Ethernet here, it says wireless connected. You need to upgrade to an Ethernet cable. If you ever complain about ping, this is the reason. Go down to personalization. Ideally, go to themes and set this to like a really basic one. Like so one of these Windows default options. And then go into colors right here. Choose a manual accent color. So whatever color matches your wallpaper. Turn off these right here. And actually going back into background to get even better performance, although it won't make much of a difference, you can select solid color here and make your background just like one block color. Now going back, if you go to start, just turn all of these off. Going to taskbar, make sure these are turned off here. And now next tab, apps, installed apps. Go in here, delete anything you do not use. There's probably a lot you do not use, honestly. There's a lot of default Microsoft apps that you will never touch, so get rid of them. And then right at the bottom, if you go to startup, disable anything. Be very strict with this. Disable anything you do not need when your PC starts. If Google Chrome is in here or Google Chrome Updater or whatever it may be, trust me, you don't need it. The only thing I really have are peripheral things I need, so I need this to open so my keyboard has the correct lighting options set. This is similar thing for my mouse, and these are two other things. This is my lighting for my webcam whenever I use it. I never really use it. And my GoXLR app, which powers my microphone. Most of you won't have any of these, so you can probably turn off basically everything. Now going down to gaming, one of the most important things you can do, game bar, turn this off, and game mode, alternatively, turn this one on. And if we click into graphics right here and go to change default graphic settings, turn hardware accelerating GPU scheduling, also known as HAGs, turn that on, and optimize for Windows game or optimizations for Windows game or windowed games, turn that on. Optional, you can also go back here and add certain apps to basically set a custom graphic setting to prioritize performance. What I've done, as you can see, is I've added certain things and changed the priority of them depending on the need for them, really. So Fortnite, high performance. I want it to be using the most on my graphics card. Photoshop, I only ever open this when I'm only using Photoshop, so I set that to high because I know it gets a bit busy in there. This is Valorant right here. And then some some things that are really futile, like Spotify. These are all some of these are background applications, and I don't need them to be running high, so I set them all to power saving modes. Now, when you do this, you have to press browse here, and you do need to find the actual directory where you installed the game. A lot of times, if you just go to this PC, go to your main disk where they were downloaded, you'll probably find them very simply. So games is right here. If I go to Valorant Live, here it is. And for Fortnite, it's Fortnite. It just says Fortnite. It may be in one of your program files, so either this one or this one, but for me, it's here. Fortnite game, binaries, Win64, and it is this one. Don't get confused with this one. This is basically your Epic Games launcher, or something connected to that. It is actually this one. This is your Fortnite. Fortnite client-win64-shipping.exe. This is Fortnite. You need to put this one in there. You can kind of tell as well by how the file size here. It's, this is clearly the game. And last but not least, in actual settings right here, there will be some other stuff I'm going to show. Some very important stuff, so stick around. Privacy and safety, Windows security. If you have an external virus software antivirus, turn literally everything off here. If you go to virus and threat protection, you can turn everything off here. Just go into each separate one. They make it really difficult, but turn off. Right here, you can turn this one off. And then I recommend downloading something like a Malwarebytes, which there is a free version for, and it uses a lot less resources. And then Windows updates right here. I recommend turning the top option off right here, pausing updates for 5 weeks. And in advanced options, just turn all of these off right here. And now something incredibly important, which is probably the best tweak you can do, is your power plan. If you go to edit power plan, you go back here, you want to set this. I have a custom one, but you want to set this to ideally ultimate performance. Now, this won't show for you. I think high performance is probably showing for you. You may have already been on balanced, or actually maybe on high performance. Definitely don't be on power saver. But yeah, you want ultimate performance. Now, you have to unlock this in a very secret, special way. You want to type in PowerShell, or alternatively, command prompt. Run this as administrator, and there is a code that I'm going to put in the description. And honestly, if I forget, you can literally just search up ultimate performance power plan in Google, and it's this link right here, howtogeek.com. And if you scroll down, here we go, you'll find this. Just copy and paste this, paste it in here, press enter. You will probably have to like relaunch this or reopen it. I just kind of press back here and then go back into power options, and then you will see this. Just click it, enable it, and then you can exit out. This is something that is kind of a a bonus thing. Every application that you use in the background, so I'm going to give the example of Discord, but goes to your browser, Google Chrome, OBS, whatever it may be, even Spotify. If you scroll to usually the advanced section, you'll find this right here, hardware acceleration. Turn that off for any background application. Just make sure that it's turned off. This will make a big difference. Also, this probably cleared when you cleared the storage thing I mentioned, at least on Windows 11. But if you go into run right here and you type in %temp%, I cannot type, but there we go. %temp%. Go in here. You can delete everything in here. Everything, all of this, just right click it and press delete. I do have some applications open which won't let me delete certain things, but yeah, just press skip and just skip whatever you cannot delete. There's a lot that I currently can't delete because I'm using it. But yeah, get in the habit of doing this. Oh, and last but not least, I almost forgot. If you right click your Windows icon right here, right click it, go to system, go to advanced system settings. On this advanced tab, performance settings, set this to adjust for best performance, which should untick some of this stuff, and then just untick anything which it didn't untick, and make sure only these are unticked. So you only want 2 things ticked here, and it's show thumbnails instead of icons and smooth edges on screen fonts. Then press OK, OK, boom. That is pretty much it. Everything for Windows, as quick as I could tell you. The most basic, easiest thing. Anyone can copy this. Don't expect to get like 500 more FPS. If you want to actually improve FPS any more than this, you need to have good game settings, which primarily means game config settings. That's like the back-end settings of your game. I've made multiple videos on that, especially this Fortnite one right here. And also your control panel settings. So that's your GPU control panel. So that may be AMD Radeon settings. For me, it's NVIDIA control panel right here. You want to have this all optimized. I'm not going to show it in this video, but I also have a video on that, which you can see here. Go and check that out.